June 22, 2018, 2:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. June 22, 2018, 2:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. MLB, Baltimore Orioles, Chicago White Sox, Cincinnati Reds, Kansas City Royals, Miami Marlins. Want to know the best way to reach October baseball? Start by beat the league's worst teams. The worst winning percentage in baseball last season was .395, a dubious distinction shared by the 98-loss Giants and Tigers. Entering Friday, 5 teams owned a winning percentage worse than .395. Yikes, eh? The Orioles sit on the bottom of the standings with a .288 winning percentage. Only 2 teams in the 162-game era have ever been worse, followed closely by the Royals, .297, White Sox, .329, Marlins, .387, and Reds, .392. More, SN's latest MLB Power Rankings. There aren't any easy wins in baseball, but there certainly are some games that are more winnable than others. With so many bad teams, and that's what teams on pace to lose at least 98 times in a season are. This year, playoff spots and playoff seedings are going to be determined by how regularly the good teams beat those bad teams. Want evidence? Look at the top of the NL West standings right now. 1. Diamondbacks, 41-33, .554, 2. Dodgers, 38-35, .521, 2.5 games back. The Diamondbacks are 5-1 against the Marlins, 3-0, and Reds, 2-1, this season. The Dodgers, though, were just 2-8 against those two clubs, hurtling toward triple-digit losses, 2-4 versus Miami, 0-4 versus Cincinnati. Take the Marlins and Reds out of the equation, and here's how the NL West standings would look. 1. Dodgers, 36-27, .571, 2. Diamondbacks, 36-32, .529, 2.5 games back. Yeah? Big damn difference. A relatively similar story has developed in the AL East, where the current standings look like this. 1. Yankees, 50-22, .694, 2. Red Sox, 50-26, .658, 2 games back. The Red Sox have a 14-4 mark against the sub-.400 club, 9-1 versus Baltimore, 2-0 versus Miami, 2-1 versus Kansas City, and 1-2 versus the White Sox. The Yankees, they're just 6-5 against the sub-.400 club, 3-3 versus Baltimore, 2-1 versus Kansas City, and 1-1 versus Miami. Against every other team, this is what the AL East standings would look like. 1. Yankees, 44-17, .721, 2. Red Sox, 36-22, .620, 6.5 games back. So, yeah, it matters. Teams that want to compete against the best in October have to beat the worst from April through September. That goes for playoff seeding and home field advantage, too. Let's stop and address a few things. First, yes, teams will play an uneven number of games against bad teams. For example, Cleveland will play more than Houston again this year because the Royals and White Sox are in the AL Central, and the AL West is a much tougher division, without a sub-.400 team. That's unfair, sure, but it's long been a reality of baseball's unbalanced schedule. Second, if Team A is 12-6 versus the sub-.400 club and Team B is 10-8, we're not saying that means Team A is a better squad. But those with all records do matter in the standings, and the standings determine playoff berths and seeds, so they're worth examining more. White Sox prospect Eloy Jimenez in AAA with a plan in place now. Let's rank by winning percentage, how every team is faring against the sub-.400 club this season. If this sounds familiar, yes, we did this at the end of April and we'll update again at least twice the rest of the season. 1. Tie. Astros 9-0, 1.000, breakdown 3-0 versus Orioles 3-0 versus White Sox 3-0 versus Royals 1, tie. Angels 9-0, 1.000, breakdown 3-0 versus Orioles 6-0 versus Royals 3. Nationals 11-1.917, breakdown 5-1 versus Orioles 3-0 versus Marlins 3-0 versus Reds 4, tie. Athletics 11-2.846, breakdown 3-0 versus Orioles 3-0 versus White Sox 5-2 versus Royals 4, tie. Blue Jays 11-2.846, breakdown 6-1 versus Orioles 2-1 versus White Sox 3-0 versus Royals 6. Diamondbacks 5-1.833, breakdown 3-0 versus Marlins 2-1 versus Reds 7. Brewers 12-3.800, breakdown 1-2 versus White Sox 2-0 versus Royals 4-0 versus Marlins 5-1 versus Reds 8. Red Sox 14-4.778, breakdown 9-1 versus Orioles 1-2 versus White Sox 2-1 versus Royals 2-0 versus Marlins 9. Indians 15-5.750, breakdown 3-1 versus Orioles 8-2 versus White Sox 4-2 versus Royals 10. Cardinals 13-5.722, breakdown 2-0 versus White Sox 1-2 versus Royals 1-2 versus Marlins 9-1 versus Reds 11. Pirates 12-5.706, breakdown 4-0 versus White Sox 2-1 versus Marlins 6-4 versus Reds 12, tie. Padres 7-3.700, breakdown 5-2 versus Marlins 2-1 versus Reds 12, tie. Phillies 7-3.700, breakdown 1-0 versus Orioles 3-3 versus Marlins 3-0 versus Reds 14, tie. Rays 10-5.667, breakdown 5-4 versus Orioles 2-1 versus White Sox 3-0 versus Royals 14, tie. Mariners 4-2.667, breakdown 2-1 versus White Sox 2-1 versus Royals 16. Braves 7-4.636, breakdown 5-2 versus Marlins 2-2 versus Reds 17. Cubs 10-6.625, breakdown 2-1 versus White Sox 5-2 versus Marlins 3-3 versus Reds 18. Tigers 16-11.593, breakdown 4-2 versus Orioles 8-1 versus White Sox 4-6 versus Royals 0-2 versus Reds 19, tie. Twins 10-8.556, breakdown 2-1 versus Orioles 6-3 versus White Sox 1-2 versus Royals 1-2 versus Reds 19, tie. Rockies 5-4.556, breakdown 1-2 versus Marlins 4-2 versus Reds 21, tie. Yankees 6-5.546, breakdown 3-3 versus Orioles 2-1 versus Royals 1-1 versus Marlins 21, tie. Rangers 6-5.546, breakdown 1-3 versus White Sox 5-2 versus Royals 23. Giants 5-5.500, breakdown 3-4 versus Marlins 2-1 versus Reds 24. Mets 5-6.455, breakdown 0-2 versus Orioles 4-2 versus Marlins 1-2 versus Reds 25. Dodgers 2-8.200, breakdown 2-4 versus Marlins 0-4 versus Reds. And how have the sub-.400 club teams done against each other? Here you go. 1. Marlins 4-2.667 breakdown 2-1 versus Orioles 2-1 versus Reds. 2. White Sox 7-4.636 breakdown 2-2 versus Orioles 5-2 versus Royals. 3. Reds 3-2.600 breakdown 2-0 versus Royals 1-2 versus Marlins. 4. Orioles 5-5.500 breakdown 2-2 versus White Sox 2-1 versus Royals 1-2 versus Marlins. 5. Royals 3-9.250 breakdown 1-2 versus Orioles 2-5 versus White Sox 0-2 versus Reds.